Here was Levites, born under a curse, lived under a curse, and now all of a sudden, there was a moment. And the question is, when your moment arises, which could be this very morning, the moment when you could say, I want to be made new, are you going to sit there in your pride? Are you going to sit there in your fear? Pull your covers over your head? Are you going to rise, meet your moment, and say, it's not as settled as it seems to be? The Levites heard Moses say, who is on the Lord's side? And though I was born under a curse, in this moment I have a chance to change my fate. And they say, we are on the Lord's side. And they took up a sword and they were willing to fight to obtain a blessing that they weren't born under, and they were able to change their fate. They went from the worst to the people that were the worship leaders of the Israelites, the closest to the presence of God. You see, some of you believe it's chance. It's all the things that you didn't have or all the things that happened to you that have led you to this moment, and you've surrendered your fate. What if I told you this morning that God could change it this morning? If you said yes, if you made the decision this morning to be on the Lord's side, it could all change this morning. It's not as settled as some think that it is. When David went out into the valley, all the soldiers sitting on the sidelines thought that it was settled what the outcome would be. When Daniel was thrown into the lion's den, all the critics thought that it was settled on what the outcome would be. When Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were thrown into the fiery furnace, all of the people that had trumped up the charges against them thought that it was settled what the outcome would be. When Jesus met the woman in John chapter 4, the Samaritan woman, and she had been married 5 times, and the relationship that she was in at that juncture was with someone else's husband, everybody in her community thought that it was settled what she was. Oh, but Jesus. Oh, but Jesus stepped in. You see, some of you are haunted by your past, but we could change it. We could change it this morning.